Hey guys, Anthony here, Bibles and Barbells. Today's video is going to concentrate on an article here in the Off-Grid magazine. And this article comprises of household survival. It's common items that can be helpful in a survival situation. And many of us have many of these items in our house, and we may not realize how useful they can be in a time of crisis or a grid down type scenario. So let's look at a couple of things here, just going through this magazine, and I'll mention them briefly. If you wanted to get into more detail, obviously you can go on the on YouTube or on the internet and look up these items, like bleach, and figure out how to use it to your benefit. But not only is bleach a good disinfectant, and you could make cleaning solutions with it. You could spray it around your house to keep bugs away. You can also use it to disinfect drinking water, and there are recipes online to do that. In fact, I will put the EPA link to that, and therefore you could see the complete recipes and even print them out and put them in your survival binder that you're going to keep. So bleach. Another thing is towels and linens. You don't realize how important towels and linens are until hygiene becomes an issue. You need to use to clean with. You could cut them up. You could use them as it says here, as baby diapers, baby blankets, fire starting material. You can make char cloth. You can cut them up and make other forms of clothing maybe with them, or a wraparound. So towels and linens, another important item that most of us have in the house. This next one here, tools. Again, a basic hammer, nails, pliers, screwdriver can not only do repairs, but can help you secure your home, to make it more secure in a time of a grid down situation, to keep thieves out or looters away. And also, a hammer can be a good defensive weapon as well. What else do we have here? Again, sheets and holsters can be fashioned. You can make other items with these tools. So again, basic tools are very important. Moving on here, basic oil. If you look here, with oil, there's so many things you could do with it. Number one, oil is a source of fat. So good cooking oil, remember, fat has approximately 120 calories per tablespoon in oil. So it could be used as a food supplement as well. You could make oil-based candles. I do have an olive oil candle that I have a video on that I did. It's just in a glass jar with a wick, and it can be used as a candle. Okay, and you can see here a sample of that. Our regular knives in our drawers, and steak knives and knives that you use every day, can be fashioned, and sheaths can be made with them. Right here, showing with duct tape. And you can carry that as a defensive weapon and use it to your advantage in a grid down situation. So just basic knives in the drawers are useful and beneficial. Moving on here, I skipped this one. Canned food. Again, MREs and things of that nature are important, but almost everyone has canned foods and canned goods. The cans are not only rodent proof. They can be easily opened with a can opener or a pop top, and then those cans can be used and repurposed as drinking vessels, cooking vessels. You can make stoves out of them, use them for candles, containers of all sorts to store things in. So just your food cans can be very important in a grid down situation. You can also use the cans, as it shows here, to make a rudimentary alarm system by stringing them together, putting them in the bushes, and when people come through it, you'll hear the cans clanking together. Next up are snack chips like Fritos, for instance. Fritos have a lot of fat in them. They're soaked in oil and they will ignite. As you see here, you can ignite a Frito and it will start a fire. So not only are they good to eat, you can start fires with them. A good fire extinguisher, again, is important to have. A lot of us have them in our homes and our vehicles, and that's an important tool to have in a grid down situation. In case a small fire breaks out, you could put it out efficiently and effectively. Tea bags. Tea bags have not only a source of caffeine to help with a headache, but there's the tannin that is in teas can be a medicinal uses, and for that purpose alone, tea bags are very important. Okay, moving on here. Again, dental floss, not only a good item for hygiene, but the dental floss is very strong, can be used for cordage, for fishing line, for suture material, for thread. Lots of uses for dental floss, and it's not terribly expensive. Toilet paper, I will briefly comment on. It's one of your most important preps to stock up on, because of how important it is, and when you run out of it, you'll know right away that what you're missing. So having a good supply of toilet paper is a good idea to stock up on. Toilet paper, goes on to say here, can be used as a signal device, also spreading it on a tree and creating attention to yourself. Alcohol-based mouthwashes are also good for its intended use, and also an antiseptic. You could rinse your hands with it, you could wash a wound with it, and use for that purpose. Feminine hygiene supplies. A lot of videos you see out there have used these for fire starters, for wound dressings, and also to coat these with wax. I have a video coating these with wax and using them as a candle / fire starter. So lots of uses for hygiene, feminine hygiene supplies and pads and things like that. Next, we have duct tape, 1,000,001 uses. We all know how important duct tape is for repairs, for fire starting, for lashing items together, help us in rudimentary construction of different items. So lots of duct tape is advisable in your survival kit. High proof alcohol. This here, isopropyl alcohol, again, can be used for wounds. There is also denatured alcohol that you could store and use for starting using your alcohol stove and actually cook with it. And lastly here, we have batteries. Not only good for flashlights, radios, and spare batteries are very important to keep on hand for different situations, for flashlights and radios. And make sure you stock the batteries that your devices use. Okay, like it goes on to say here, a $200 tactical flashlight is not much good if there's no batteries. And then also looking into rechargeables. Good rechargeable batteries also will save you a lot of money on stocking lots of regular type batteries. So look into rechargeables as well. So guys, that's just some basic items that most of us have around the house. So do an assessment of what you have. Just, if you're not prepping, just walk around your house and make a list, and I guarantee you'll find a lot of these items that are listed here that can be repurposed and used and start you off in your prepping plan. Okay? Again, any questions or comments, feel free. This is taken from Off Grid magazine. This is the spring edition, I think. I think the next edition is out. Yeah, this is spring 2014. There is the summer edition is out right now. I'm hopefully going to get it this weekend. But a very good magazine, to purchase. Offgridweb.com. They're also on Facebook. The website's not fully built yet, but Off-Grid Web, they are on Facebook. Okay, if you want to look them up, I bought this in Barnes & Noble. So any store that has lots of selections of magazines will have this magazine. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Remember, common household items are important. Assess and inventory what you have, and then build from there. Anthony signing off. Take care.